One of the most bittersweet days of the year is the Super Bowl. And I say bittersweet because, yes, the Super Bowl is amazing. You hang out with your friends, you eat great food. It's a ton of fun, but once that game's over, it's over. The NFL season ends. It's sad. Madden gets kind of lame. Everything just kind of takes a big downhill until the next season. It's the pinnacle of the whole sport. But as of right now, we still have the ability to be excited about it. So I'm going to take advantage of that. What I'm doing today is I'm about to give my score prediction of what I believe the game is going to be. Now, it's 2 weeks until that game. I am throwing a contest, but you guys have to be really, really quick because I'm only doing this for the first people. A $50 PSN code to the first person who either tweets at me or Instagrams me the score. One winner on Twitter, one winner on Instagram. You have to Instagram, DM me your score prediction. After the Super Bowl, I will be going back, looking at all my DMs to see who is the first person to give me the absolutely correct score, and you will get a $50 PSN code. That is my little contest. Now it's time for me to talk. So as I talk, you're going to have a Madden simulation kind of go on the screen right now. You can see what Madden actually believes is going to happen. If you guys could do me a big favor also and drop a like in this video, that would mean the world to me. Hit subscribe to the channel. Let's have a sub. Let's boost it up. Let's boost it up. Hashtag road. I believe we're actually closing in on 260,000. So let's see if we can somehow hit that tonight. We have Brady and we have Nick Foles. Now, Nick Foles, at the beginning of the season, if you would have told your buddy Mark, hey, Nick Foles is going to be in the Super Bowl as a starting quarterback, your buddy Mark probably would have laughed at you. And that buddy Mark now is probably sitting there looking like, what was I thinking? Because this whole thing is crazy. The whole idea of this Super Bowl is weird. And you know what I mean by that? It's just weird. Like, Nick Foles, you never would expect that. And like the Jaguars to be that close, at the beginning of the season, I think a lot of people would have shook their heads. But this is what we have. Tom Brady versus the Eagles defense and Nick Foles. My score prediction personally and who I believe is going to win. Now, I believe this is going to be a really, really close game. I think there's going to be fireworks on both sides. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Watching the Eagles offense, it was really, really fun to watch in that game. Let's just all admit, against the Vikings, Vikings are a top tier defense and they absolutely own them. It seemed like there was some really good offensive coordinating. I noticed a lot of the plays were just brilliant. Like there was a couple like third down conversions where they'd like send the running back in the flash. Foles would like just completely look at his eyes, and Zach Ertz had a huge game. They're a solid team. The Vikings were definitely mentally kind of defeated at about halftime. I would say they definitely looked a little bit out of it. I don't know if the Vikings fans would tell you that that's the best they've seen of their team. So you kind of have to know that too. Like, yes, they did look really, really good in this game, but yeah, is it going to be like that in the Super Bowl? The Super Bowl is a whole another event. Nick Foles has never been in the Super Bowl before, so this is going to be completely different for him. On the other hand, we have Tom Brady. So Tom Brady is Tom Brady. I talked about him earlier today. I talked about the one's an incident, two's a coincidence, and three's a pattern which provides truth. This guy has won 5 Super Bowls. Okay? 5 Super Bowls. He has a chance to win 6. If you think Tom Brady doesn't want this, you are insane. This dude is going to be prepared. Like Bill Belichick and that whole team, they are going to look at the Eagles. They're going to find all the strengths and weaknesses of that team. The problem with the Patriots, though, is their defense. They don't really have a great defense. At certain times and certain Super Bowls that they've won, they've had a good defense. This defense is relatively poor in my opinion, so I don't see them being absolutely dominant on the defense of the ball. Nick Foles is going to be able to do his thing. Jay Ajayi is going to be able to do his thing. Alshon Jeffrey, all of that team, I believe they're going to put up points. So that's why in my score prediction, I'm giving the Eagles some points. I believe Brady, though, against an Eagles defense, which is not quite, and I wouldn't say not even close, not-ish, but like not quite the Jaguars defense in talent, I think Brady's going to put up at least... I want to say Brady at minimum will put up 21 points. And I want to say at minimum Nick Foles will put up 21 points. So I believe both of them are going to score some points. So I'm saying the bottom line for me is the lower team is going to be at least over 21 points. My prediction, and I'm doing this off the top of my head because that's the only way I could really think to do it to make it fair. My prediction in this game is that the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going against the grain. I'm going against the grain just for the culture, man. Just for the culture. I'm doing this for every guy who hates the Patriots. I don't hate the Patriots, but this is for you. I'm just feeling an upset, man. I'm feeling like a New York Giants type upset against the Patriots. I think there's going to be fireworks in this game. I think it's going to be one of the best Super Bowls to date. I don't know why. I just have that gut feeling. Philadelphia has some of the greatest fans in the league. You know they're going to be dropping $3,000 to go see this game. Like, it's about to be insane. I think there's so many Philadelphia people. Like, I know Philadelphia fans. Like, one of my good buddy, Top Shelf, he's a YouTuber. He's a Philly fan. And he said, like, it's a beautiful moment for him, his family, his dad, everyone, to be able to kind of witness this Super Bowl. And they're going to be really excited about it. I think the Patriots, they didn't look, and we can talk about how good they were against the Jaguars, but in general, they weren't that good against them. Like, they came back to win, but those first quarters were pretty poor. Only scored 10. Like, I'm going to say my score prediction, 35-28. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. And that's crazy of me to say. I'm going to get a lot of backlash for that, but don't judge me. And I need all your guys' comments down below of who you guys think is going to win too, because I'm curious about that as well. Don't judge me for that one. It's just what I'm going for. I really genuinely believe it's going to be a really, really close game. I think there's going to be fireworks on both sides, but in the end, I don't know. I just got this gut feeling about Nick Foles. Quickly, I just want to touch on the Vikings game that was just played. Like I said a minute ago, the Vikings were just like, it just didn't look... Nick Foles just kind of had that team wrapped on their finger. I've never seen a quarterback look so confident. Like, that dude's face was this the whole time. Like, he was just so incredibly confident against that defense. And we don't know, like, that's the part of being a sports fan, not being on the field. You don't see everything. You don't know exactly what's going on. It's so easy for, like, I've played quarterback my whole life. I know how hard that is. I know how hard it is to throw, like, to find open receivers. So when you see a team who's constantly having what appears to be open receivers, you know there's some issues on the Viking side, or they're just getting flat out outplayed by the offensive coordinator of the Eagles. Not to say this was on, like, not to take anything away from Nick Foles, but you own, like, in the NFL, a lot of times you're only as good as your OC. So this is my prediction. You guys heard here first, 35-28 for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going for it. I'll give it to you to top shelf. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, slap a like down below, hit subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.